So our first trip out as a family, Randy, Joslin, and I, was to the doctor's office, which is right around the corner.
Okay, let's go to the doctor's.
And I was kind of excited for the first doctor's visit. And Joslin sort of cooperated.
All right, so here we are. It's been about 3 days since we left the hospital, and this is our very first doctor's appointment. It's called a wellness exam. I'm a little anxious. I'm kind of interested to see what she has to say. I hope everything's okay. Okay, so go over the questions real quick with me and tell me if you have any other ones. Oh man, I want you to be okay.
It was really important to me and Randy to find a pediatrician that really we were comfortable with. So about 2 months before I gave birth, I interviewed Dr. Tiku from Riverside Pediatrics, and I fell in love with her. Just the tone of her voice was enough to put me, at ease.
Yes, and I think it was good. She got a clean sticker.
Okay, good. It's a lot of work nursing, so she gets tired.
It was kind of funny to hear the doctor say that breastfeeding makes the newborns tired, because I know it definitely makes me tired.
I doubt you'll probably get her to suck hard enough to get milk unless she's got the energy.
Okay.
I was also relieved to find out that breastfeeding every 10 minutes was normal. Who knew?
Are you doing anything with this? That's the cord. This is going to fall off one day. You're going to see that.
Okay.
And then you're going to be freaked out a little bit. So you just have to...
To see Dr. Tiku touch little Joslin's umbilical cord when it was definitely not ready to come off yet kind of freaked, I think, both me and Randy out. But, she's pretty comfortable doing it, so I guess I should be.
But generally, the biggest part of the visit is just to see how much weight she's lost or gained.
And the jaundice.
And yeah, the jaundice, which she's not jaundice.
Okay, good.
So we don't we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to check it again.
Other than Joslin's birth weight, the other major concern for me was jaundice. When I went to see Dr. Tiku, she told me that it was way below 7.9 and that I shouldn't be concerned.
So this is the way jaundice works. It goes from head to toes.
Oh, it's not that bad anymore.
It's very slight. So if you see it here, it's about a 7. Here's about a 12. Here's about a 16. Here's about a 20.
Okay.
So the numbers, double-digit numbers, are more concerning.
Okay.
Nursed babies have jaundice for up to 6 weeks.
Okay.
She hardly has any.
Okay.
While I had read all about the fact that a little girl can actually get a period because of my hormones, I was not prepared to see Joslin have a little bit of sort of red discharge. It was definitely a shock to me, even though I had read about it. It was hard to see, but the doctor said it was completely normal, and I trust her. I'm clearly obsessed with my daughter's diaper. If my husband changes the diaper and I haven't seen it, I will go out, get it from the garbage can, and look at the color, the texture. It's just such a good way of understanding how she's doing, and I want to make sure that she's actually getting my breast milk. So the doctor's just lucky that I didn't bring one to the office. Well, Dr. Tiku was definitely thorough in her assessments of my daughter's reflexes, her hip alignment. It was just really, really hard to watch. In one way, I was kind of concerned in the way she was handling her, and on the other hand, it kind of made me feel better. I realized that she's really not as delicate as I thought.
If she has a fever, that's an emergent matter.
What level? Like what degree?
Technically 100.6 and up.
Wow, that's high.
100.6.
Oh, that's not that high. Okay, 100.6. Okay.
100.6 or high, we would want to know. 100, I'd like you to just call me because I want to know what's going on.
Okay.
Is it because she's overbundled? Is it because the room's really hot?
And that's a good question too. What temperature should we keep the apartment?
Under 72.
Under 72. That's good.
Oh, actually, I'm the one that's wrong. I've been keeping
we
it
have it
higher.
like 77.
I was under the assumption that the warmer the better in the apartment. I'm really glad Randy asked what temperature the apartment should be kept at. Of course, he likes it nice and cool, and he's actually right.
Her eyes, sometimes they get a little crusty.
Yes, a little though.
Because the tear ducts are not formed yet very well. So she doesn't know she doesn't really get to rub her own eyes. So what you can do is just wipe the crust off. You can put a little bit of breast milk on there sometimes.
Dr. Tiku had so much great information. One that I hadn't heard about was rubbing the tear ducts. So if there's any sort of kind of congestion in there, you can sort of just rub the tear ducts to generate tears and kind of clear it all away.
Gets the tears kind of moving along.
Okay.
It was such a relief to know that we had access to our doctor 24/7, that I can call at any hour and there will be somebody available. I would recommend to all moms actually that they have not just their pediatrician's number, but also poison control in their cell phone or posted somewhere where it's easy to access.
So downstairs the girls will make a Monday appointment.
It was so great to have Brandy with me for the first doctor's appointment. There's so much information to absorb, and it's just great to have another set of ears to take it all in.
So 100.6, lower the
Yes.
heat in the place a little bit. I think that was,
the emergency number is the regular number.
Same
I don't know,
number.
we talked
day or
about her
night.
head. Everything else looks good. Yeah, I think I covered everything.
All right, that was our first doctor's appointment. A's across the board.
Lots of good information. I feel really good leaving.
I know, me too. Ready to go home, Joss?
Let's take her home.
Yes, yes. Let's go.